Brandon, Mark, and Mike, that's right. We talk the game. We bring the
Are we going? Dude,
laughs and stories.
are we at a rave? EDM?
We can be.
We can be. Well, wherever we are here. This is the Shirts and Skins podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm Matt Lamb. Next to me is Brandon Miner. Mark Moss is over there. And Theo, no, not Theo Vaughn. Oh, okay. We're going to have to.
What happened to that video?
Theo Vaughn.
Are we going to restart?
What happened?
Do you guys do that? Do you guys restart?
What happened? Oh, and there we go. Well, Mark spilled a bunch of stuff last time, so we had to.
How many takes is
Go back.
No mulligans. Hey,
Go back.
We're good.
can you name the song this song was inspired by?
I'm blue? Is it blue? Da-ba-dee-da-ba-da.
Really? Oh, there we go. I see that.
Can you send that to me? I can make it my
I can, yeah. Yeah.
That's not Theo Vaughn, by the way. That is Brandon's brother, Chris Miner. You've seen him on the wall. He's been featured before. You may not
Yes.
recognize him because he doesn't have the mustache.
Yeah.
That's
Chris,
not real.
Chris, your thoughts on the mustache?
Yeah.
You know, I've tried to figure out who paid to put that mustache on.
Get closer to your mic, Chris.
Yeah.
So many haters that I've
Tough to
gone
keep up.
through, and I just couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, well, there's one way to take it
What's
off.
the big reveal? Yeah.
The way to take it off.
No, I've already dumped so much money into this.
Yeah.
He'll never be able to recover financially.
It's another dentist that we're not related to.
that we're not related to. What?
Can't be
Yeah.
that many options
And
up
he's,
there.
and he's up here.
Yeah.
Crazy. How many dentists are up there?
Yeah, a lot. I guess a lot.
Are you the first dentist guest we've had on the show?
I doubt it, but
I think so.
I think
I
so.
mean, this is 70th episode. So
Episode
Yes.
number 70.
this is huge.
This is
Well,
big time.
You know, long-time listener. Well, kind of long-time
Ish.
listener. But first time, like I've been trying to get onto the show. for a
Oh,
long
that's
time.
just like a load.
So-
That's a load of it.
Nice to finally be
That's
here.
a load of it. Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Matt's brother's been on. Now another Minert's been on.
I guess it's my turn to bring a brother on.
Yeah.
Right? All right.
I guess.
got 3 of them that live here, so we'll figure it out.
Friend of the show, all over the place. I'm excited to get Chris's take because he has some hot takes.
Lots
We got a
He's
lot of
got-
stuff to cover today.
There were
Hot takes.
notes. He brought in a
show-
notepad.
He's got
Like,
this.
what?
Yeah, he's ready.
Russ didn't come with that.
No.
No one's come with
Double-sided.
that.
Well, hold on.
Double-sided.
Double-sided?
One other guest brought paraphernalia, brought stuff of value. Doc.
Yeah.
Chris is following Doc's lead. Can we zoom in here?
On
we can.
what? On what?
Right here.
Just, yeah,
Oh,
go to,
there we go.
there
Look
we
at
go.
this.
I don't know how to zoom.
Up.
Yeah.
What is that?
This is Ashton Jeanty rookie card.
In a case.
In a case, it's not PSA graded, but
Dang it.
I need to get this signed and then graded.
Dude,
That's how it works.
side note, I didn't know the signing subculture that existed in professional stadiums.
Well, I remember you talking about that when you went to the Thunder game.
There was guys that would have binders like similar to that, and they would just shove their binders down, and then they would get something signed, and then run to the other side of the group, and then wait to get something else signed, pull the thing that got signed out, and then sell it.
Well, here's my question. How is it worth anything without a certificate of authenticity?
The signature?
Yeah. Like a signed baseball card. Like, how do you know it's legit?
I don't know.
Well, if you get it and it is legit, I mean, at least you can market it as it being legit. It's just the buyer beware in that situation,
Yeah.
right? Maybe there's
There's
a
got to be a
site.
lot of people that are like, yeah, this is a signed whatever.
There were dozens of people doing that.
Wow.
To and now SGA for the Thunder, he was the MVP, and I think he was the MVP of the finals, and so that was a hot year. But I mean, I don't know how you get that signed. Just the case,
Well, so Jeanty does a camp here for kids,
right?
and
He did it. My kids went to it this
oh
year.
yeah. So I'm hoping sign my kids up.
This is low.
No, that's
low, dude.
What your kids?
Have your
Send it to
kids like be
I
like
actually
slip
wanted
it
this.
in.
This was all part of the plan when we bought it. I brought both my boys.
Actually, I have my kids have Ashton Jeanty signature and tailing greens.
Well,
on a picture.
yeah.
Wait, they did like a meet and greet. They did a meet and greet like a couple years ago.
Early Ashton Jeanty.
Yeah, a couple years ago at Wise Guys Pizzas, and we went.
Jackson has Hank
And,
Bachmeier's signature.
Oh yeah, that's probably
Ooh.
worth. Speaking
Bear
of
Bachmeier?
Bachmeier's,
Bachmeier's in the news.
Oh, we're going into Bachmeier. Yeah.
well, I don't know. He
Sure.
just brought it up.
Whatever. Yeah.
Starting quarterback at BYU, supposedly.
Oh.
His brother. His little brother,
Bear.
true freshman, Bear.
Wait, was Bear the one or
Mark
was
wants
Tiger
to start
the
the show
one?
off talking
Tiger's
BYU.
the receiver.
Yeah,
He's
he
like
went to
he's a pretty
Stanford.
legit receiver, yeah.
He went to Stanford.
No, yeah, they're both at BYU now. They're both
Really?
at BYU, yep.
Man, they're an odd family. It's just like an odd family. I don't know.
Yeah.
Were they LDS religion or did
I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, whatever. Good luck to them.
Yeah.
Hey, before we got off the rails with Mark's
Yeah.
BYU.
Yeah.
You said Bachmeier.
love
we
affair.
just texted about
BYU.
Bachmeier 2 days ago.
Mark's a
Did we?
closet BYU fan, apparently.
I'm not.
Did we? Did we take? Oh yeah, we did take about.
We did. Can we read some of the comments? I got one, and I know you want to get to
I
one.
want to get to one that we did a sec. Well, I'll let you get to it whenever you get to it.
Idaho 27 said, I love how you guys hold each other accountable. Mattis Magson.
Okay. Stupid. Turn
heard
on
it.
closed caption. I bet you I say it right. I bet you I say it right.
No way.
Both of you were just
No way in
waiting
the
to
world.
pile on me right when I just made like a tiny mess up. You were just like waiting to pile on.
It had been about a half an hour since we heard one, so we were ready. We were itching to go,
Ouch.
and we got it.
Look, I receive it. Okay, I give it out to Mark mainly, and I'm okay receiving it. Right?
Yeah. You're way better than me, I think, at receiving it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
I would just
dish it
cry.
out.
I would
You
just-
dish it hard on grammatical errors. You're basically a walking
I
Grammarly.
know. I didn't. Mark already said supposedly, and I didn't say anything.
I've been
thought
saying
it.
that since like grade school.
You
That's not
thought it.
changing. I didn't know it was a D.
Hey, can I read one more from our good buddy Dayton?
Oh, what did he say?
Robison.
Yeah.
Robison. He said, sounds like the door is open,
No.
guys, and then referred to a timestamp where we mentioned Jeremiah Dickey. We had Jeremiah Dickey, but Chris said yes, so we brought Chris instead.
Yeah, right.
Associate AD.
Sorry, JD.
JD won't acknowledge
He
it
won't
still.
acknowledge anything. I kind of followed him a little bit and was like, hey, I'm going to jump on some replies, get some attention to us.
I'd love some
not a
comments.
dang
I'd love
thing.
some ideas on what people think we should be doing. He was on, actually, speaking of BYU, he was on their
the
podcast.
Big 12 Mafia or something.
Yeah. He was a BYU guy. He was wearing a BYU hat. I listened to it. Does he have a ton of followers? Why did he go on that podcast?
He's got more than us.
Okay.
So he's got like what, 10?
And I was thinking
He's
about
got,
that, and it's
12?
like Jeremiah's looking for any excuse to tell his story.
Sure.
Getting on that podcast, he's telling his story to a different audience than
Sure.
ours. So
No doubt.
That's my thought. I don't know. But still, come on, man. Come on the show.
Or at least like a thumbs up or a like or anything. Any acknowledgement that we're
Wow, we're
Sorry.
desperate.
I'm done. No, I'm done.
We're
done
desperate.
with it.
We're
Okay.
desperate.
It'll happen.
Brandon,
You talked to him.
I've talked to him a couple times. Yeah, I've talked to him a couple times.
Has
Yeah.
never mentioned
I haven't.
your affiliation whatsoever.
I haven't.
Yeah. So
Like, I don't want to embarrass myself
Yeah.
in public. I don't want to do that.
Smart move.
all right.
Kind of is what it is.
Brandon, you got a comment.
Well, do you have it? Can you pull it up?
Yeah.
There was a segment last week, and we're back to weekly. Mark fought us.
Heck yeah, Mark.
Mark did not want to do it.
Fight.
You
I didn't
fought.
fight. I just sent a message, said, hey, what do you guys think about not doing it this week because this, that, and the other? But here we are.
Okay, we're here. We had a segment, the biggest what ifs of Boise
That was
State
a fun
history.
one. It got a lot of comments.
Yeah, a decent amount. One person mentioned something that we didn't pay enough respect to on the show. Okay. And he said, what if Meinert, me, killed it in his BSU? By the way, I did kill it in his BSU tryout and was brought on as a backup punter, later to be promoted to the starting punter. It was actually kicking.
Kicker, yeah.
It was kicking. But it's something that we should have put some time into because it is a big what if. What if there was a better backup, possibly third string kickoff specialist from
huge.
06, from 05 to 09? What if that was the case?
Chris Peterson will still be here.
He'd still be here. Okay. Our reign of glory
you
would
might still
continue.
be kicking. They probably just kept giving you eligibility.
Well, I'd have a pension.
Yeah.
I'd at least have some alumni benefits, none of which I have
You
now.
would have made the opening PAT at the Washington game.
We're going to get Riddle to come in. Ooh, wait. They missed that?
Almost missed it.
Oh,
After
dude.
Jeanty's touchdown. And then
That's
we got
true.
killed.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I
true.
remember that.
Well, I'm going to be careful. Let's bring on Riddle.
I've seen Riddle at a couple
Let's
country
bring on
concerts.
Riddle. 100% see if he remembers me.
No way.
Because he was the guy that walked me through it.
You think you'd remember that?
We met 3 times. At practice.
3? Okay. 3 times.
We'll just see.
Maybe.
He'll probably say yes. Probably
How
says yes
did
to
that
everything.
end, though? Did they like say, yeah, you could do this?
I stopped
or-
showing up. Well, no. So what they said is they had a guy, ended up being Montgomery, because it was Stringer. And then Montgomery came in to be the kicker of that. And they're like, oh, we have a transfer coming in, but we'll hold a walk-on spot for you. Just keep showing up in summer.
And you quit showing up.
And I stopped showing up. I hated it. Dude, I hated it.
So can I say
hated
why
it.
you stopped showing up? Because
Sure.
you told me.
Yeah.
The way that the special teams guys, the specialist, right? How they're treated.
A little behind the scenes. Okay. I show up, Stringer, incredibly nice. Okay. The guy, there was a couple, anyway, we're there a half hour, 45 minutes before practice, before all the team takes field. So we're hitting field, and it's probably different because they have different fields to practice on. But at the time, they only had one field to practice on, the blue field. So we're hitting field goals, and then the main team kind of jaunts out. And they start doing their warm-ups in the end zone, and they're like yelling at us, get out of the way, get out of the way. Okay, go to the other side of the field. And so we're kicking on now the north end zone. And then the offensive line comes over, and those offensive linemen were like, leave. And we're like, no questions asked, bro. I'm not. I have no interest in like putting up a fight. So now we're trying to kick field goals sideline to sideline. And it was awkward, okay, to say the least. I had no idea what I was looking at. And you know that Keys kid, the one the football bounced off of?
Iona Keys.
He was holder for a little bit. And so I
Okay.
met him. So we did some reps there. And then we couldn't find a space. They were yelling at us like all the time to get out of the way.
You were chopped.
And so an hour and a half in, I'm like, what do we do? And Stringer's like, well, we could go to a high school. And I was like, well, we could do, I don't know, East Junior's there. He's like, oh, grass too tall.
Good.
And then I'm like, I don't know what to do. Yeah.
You know, someone with your pedigree shouldn't have to put up with that.
I was just like, this me?
do they know who I am?
Me? You're gonna do this to me?
You kicked some field goals in high school.
There was some times in high school where my coach, I caught extra point field goals. I was a specialist, dude. I was a Swiss Army knife back there. Didn't like it. Never liked kicking in the first place.
You didn't?
Never liked kicking in the first place. Never really considered it football. Anyway, that's the what if. That's the what if.
Okay.
Yep.
Huge.
Okay.
But a big one to cover. We never covered it. Shame on you guys.
Now we know. Now you
Shame
know
on
the
you.
story. Are we getting to the next thing on the board there?
Yeah, let's do it.
BSU, what are our updates? Top 25 came out.
We're 25, right?
Chris, what are your thoughts on that?
No, I think that just shows a ton of momentum going into the season. I mean, it's been 7 or 8 years since that's happened. Preseason ranked. So
Is that how long it's been?
2018 is what they said.
2018.
Yeah.
So it almost feels like they kind of put us in there just right atop 25, you know, like they didn't really consider us. And they're like, well, I made the college football playoff last year, put them in. But it is nice because I feel like if we can get those 3 wins to start the season before Notre Dame, you know, get some losses, we might be able to creep up into close to the top 20.
Yeah.
So hopefully, you know, however that goes.
The issue with not being ranked in the top 25, let me wait till Mark kind of gets done with his phone so he can switch the camera.
Oh, sorry about
Yep, there we go.
My bad.
The issue with not being ranked in the preseason is you have to fight a couple weeks to get into it.
Yeah.
And it takes like 2 or 3 weeks of receiving votes just to get to 25. Now, I don't know that ranking's a big deal. I didn't see how many group of 5 guys were in there.
We're the only ones. And yeah, we're the only ones.
Yeah.
You don't want to know. I think it's cool. I think it's cool because it's the first time since 2018. But here's what kind of pisses me off. Remember last year, at the end of the year, Arizona State, right? They were picked last in the Big 12. They end up going on a huge run.
Yeah.
They ride, their quarterback's pretty solid, but they ride Scadaboo and they make the playoff as well,
It was
right?
an awesome
and
run.
them and us were like very similarly ranked, okay? They lose Scadaboo, we lose Jeanty. Jeanty was probably, he was bigger for us than Scadaboo was for them, but still pretty close. What do you think Arizona State is ranked in the preseason poll?
They're like top 12, top 15.
I was gonna say
11.
12.
11.
Okay.
So we finished the year 9th last year. We drop all the way to 25. They finished the year 12th or 11th. They were the last team in the college football playoff, and they drop or gain to 11.
They did more trick plays than us.
It's just stupid. It's just like, because we're a group of five,
but-
we gotta
Yeah.
climb the mountain again.
You're
I mean,
right.
it is what it is.
What would we have been ranked last year without Jeanty?
It doesn't matter.
Kind of. It's like we don't know who we are without Jeanty.
Well, they don't know who Arizona State is without Scadaboo.
Okay.
And no one knows anything.
Top 25 rankings are purely a beauty pageant, and they always are every year.
Sure.
So they always have teams in there that shouldn't be there.
True.
And I feel like that's the only reason why we're in there now, because I doubt anybody who's voting really knows much about us. So they put us in there, and it's like Brandon said, like, it's nice to start in there so we don't have to fight to get in, but everything comes down to Notre Dame. Just like because we don't have any opportunities throughout the year to really make a statement like Arizona State did when they came down at the end, and because they finished so strong, and so everyone still remembers them. And maybe they shouldn't be there, maybe they should, but if we start in the top 25 and everyone move up a little bit, and we can do what we did at Oregon last year, or even win that game, then we're gonna just get capped.
What's the ceiling? If we start at 25, what's the ceiling?
If we go
If we
into
went undefeated,
Yeah, what's ceiling?
top
we're
10,
top 10,
for
sure.
'Cause
Okay, what?
go into Notre Dame, top 10. I think top 10.
So like 9, 8, 10.
7 to 10. It obviously depends what
Yeah.
everyone else is
Yeah.
doing.
Like
but-
if Notre Dame
Yeah.
goes on a run like they did
Yeah, if
last
they're 10
year.
and 2 or 11 and
Yeah,
1, and their
that's
only
true.
loss or whatever's to us, yeah, we could be. And it really doesn't really matter.
I'm just curious.
None of it matters. But
Just
yeah,
curious.
I think we go undefeated. We're a top 10 team. We would have
think-
been last year. We were what were we ranked? We were like 9th,
Hold, please.
and we had one loss.
Like, do you say it doesn't matter because we would get in the college football
Yeah.
playoff no matter what? See,
Which is
I think,
nice.
to me, like having that ranking, I feel like it gives these players so much confidence going into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think that would
Well,
be huge.
recruiting.
Recruiting.
You got to see a number by the name.
It's nice.
It's
really
huge.
nice. No, it is. It's huge. I think it's really nice.
Number
I
8.
like that we're
number 8
we're-
in the
we're
Associated Press top 25 poll at the end of last season.
So we're 8, and now we're 25. Now, you know, I mean, maybe it's deserved because Jeanty, we rode Jeanty. We did. And so we're going to have to prove it without him. I get that. I just didn't. My only complaint was the Arizona State with us. I'm not sure they're that much of a better team. We were very similarly last year, and then we're 14 spots behind them.
So
Whatever.
knowing what you know about Boise State football through summer, how do you feel like our team, like take Jeanty away from both teams? How do we compare with last year and this year? Because I actually really like our team this year.
I think we're, yeah.
Whoa.
I know. I
Look
do.
at, and you know what means something is he's got the shades. Look
Have you been down to
might
practice,
be
Chris?
at you go. Look at you
No,
go.
from the
What's-
5 minutes that I spent online, we're going to be good.
Dude, the fact that you hand wrote it is
That's
impressive.
impressive, man.
Dude, and this is Dr. Handwriting, so
People still
no one
write.
can read it.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be, I mean, outside of Jeanty, it seems like we should be better. I mean, most of the guys are back. You know, we didn't lose a lot. We're one of the top teams in the country as far as returning productivity or whatever. And they say it's a developmental program. Guys are one more year being developed and working. So losing Jeanty, losing Hassanin, but we should be better outside of the running back position, I would say.
Yeah. And it won't be, hopefully, not a huge fall. I mean, it's a huge fall off because they're mortal. They're not immortal. But you look at you look how the schedule lines up. South Florida, Eastern Washington, Air Force, Appalachian State. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you have the Mountain West. And you think we should.
Air Force is in the Mountain West.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm just saying your Mountain West schedule essentially. Man, the schedule could be 11-1, and that should be the favored percentage of what we should finish, right? Unless something happens drastic at the start, like Magnesium Madsen gets it. I just, you look at it and you think rankings wise, if we lose at Notre Dame, we should, and we obviously win out, we should not fall out of the rankings. So we should
won't.
be the
Yeah, we
group of
wouldn't.
5
Yeah,
leader going in the playoffs.
Yeah, that we are the favorite. We are the
Right,
favorite.
I'm just saying.
We
I'm
are,
just saying
yeah.
it should play out that way. Looking at the odds, right?
Yeah.
I just don't see a juggernaut on here that's not Notre Dame. I mean,
Yeah,
even
but it's
UNLV.
football. Yeah.
UNLV at home in October.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
We should.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and you mentioned it. I am pretty surprised that they didn't go and get a transfer quarterback to be a backup. And I'm not dissing on the 2 guys that are there. They just don't have any experience, right? And so let's say Madsen goes down week 2.
We're toast.
We feel a lot different.
Move on to next year.
Cut forth? Come on, man.
Now you feel a lot different. So that, I mean, there's some fear there, right? Last year, now it could have been false, hope or whatever in Nelson, but the thought was going into the season, if Madsen can't go, then we got this 5-star Nelson, right? This year, I think there's a little bit more fear and like, if Mad Dog goes down, Cutforth's taken a couple of snaps, and the other guy
and snacks.
There's probably a few snacks on the sideline too, but
Mad Dog's kind of big cat.
So I don't know. I mean, one guy, the quarterback goes down. I don't know how.
The good thing about Mad Dog is he doesn't take a lot of sacks, dude.
He doesn't. Yeah,
that's an amazing talent that he has that Talon didn't have. Bachmeyer, it's been a while.
Definitely did not have that.
It's been a while, dude. 4 years under Bachmeyer. Talon, he was athletic, did a lot better than Bachmeyer, but he still took sacks. And then how many sacks did Mad Dog have last year? It was like double digits?
No.
Yeah.
It was less than double digits,
so
like 5 or 6.
0.5 a game?
Yeah.
And that's a drive killer. So, I mean, if he continues that's pretty amazing, dude.
Yeah.
So I think this is bold prediction.
Whoa.
Hot take.
I think our offense could be better this year without Jeanty. Because so we started
back that up a little bit.
So
here.
we started off the season and we're just riding Jeanty.
You dentists are just confident.
This is what we do. Okay? We make bold predictions every day.
Every day you live on that line.
You go out to the patient, you're like, I'm going to make a bold prediction.
Bold.
You need a crown.
You're gonna have a big bill.
I'm here for cleaning. 2 crowns.
You need 3 crowns. Bold prediction.
All right.
keep talking.
Okay. So offensive production.
Yes, because I think that we kind of hit a wall. Like when we went to UNLV and we switched from Jeanty a little bit more. And I really like how Mad Dog responded to that. I mean, he played a great game and both UNLV games. And so now that he's got another year, I actually am really, really high on Mad Dog. I really like this guy. I think he'd go down as definitely top 10 Boise State quarterback.
Whoa.
For sure. Yeah.
Top 10. That's a good
Oh
list.
yeah, he'll go top 10. Oh yeah,
Really?
If he has good
I think he could
that
be
easy? I
think
could
he
name 10
be
quarterbacks right now. I would
right
struggle.
now.
with it.
Well, he's only
Right
played
now.
through his sophomore year. He's got 2 more years.
Back off a little bit. All right.
And he just got a leg tattoo. So that
Did he?
bumps he did.
That's huge.
Mad Dog?
Of what?
Yeah, he
Of
did.
what?
Well, and
what?
It's
so-
like a tribal type tattoo
okay.
around his leg. Anyway.
Well, I'm just saying, like, and then our defense, we lost Hassanin, right? And
Simpson.
then we've got,
Lost Simpson.
I feel like our, like what Mark was saying, like what we have coming back is, so much better that we can compensate for what we lost.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So do you think-
Morgan, was it Virgin Morgan? He could be better than Hassanin. Even Hassanin's great.
Whoa.
I think Virgin
You're
Morgan's
coming
gonna have
out
a great season.
swinging,
I
dude.
think Virgin Morgan and Mad Dog have really good seasons.
So do you think offensive production, like scoring as well as yards, everything?
Yeah, everything. And I know it's a very small sample size with Gaines, but he was fantastic and super high hopes on him. But the 1-2 punch with him in the Fresno State transfer,
Sherrod.
and if we have a healthy O-line, we could be so much more balanced. And, I know losing
Healthy
our
O-line.
Healthy O-line. So I think that we have that potential. Like, obviously Jeanty's amazing, but I think I'm super excited.
Can I add on to that? So big takes. So we need to come back and remind
Yeah.
Dr. Meinert about these takes. If anything changes, he could be 100% right. If you take out Notre Dame, the best defense that we play statistically last year,
Okay.
can you name it? On our schedule
UNLV.
this year,
UNLV probably.
it's saying
It's Air Force.
well,
Force
this
is
is funny.
usually pretty
This
good.
is so.
Oh,
This
boy.
is this is perplexing. This is
oh
funny.
boy.
Take out the team with the best defense on Boise State's 2025 schedule, and the best defense that remains is Boise State itself.
Yeah.
So-
Well,
but other notables are Air Force and Wyoming.
we don't play
play
Wyoming
Wyoming.
this year.
he's just saying that their defense. We played them last year.
Yeah,
But
last year.
That's risky, man. Perplexity mid show.
It is. Well, I mean, I guess you could just look it up, right? Like, so Air Force, UNLV. I just don't know how good Fresno State, San Diego State, Colorado State, Utah State are going to be. Sometimes one of those teams just has a great year.
One of them should be good. I think we got to remember
to
it's
his
not
point.
like the old days. Now, Boise State is is way ahead. Not ahead, but thus far, we haven't had like rebuild teams through the portal yet. And a lot of the teams
Like
that we're
Utah
playing,
State.
do have to. So I think it's hard to like totally look at other teams and say, oh, because of last year. I mean, UNLV is a totally new coaching staff and a new team again.
Yeah.
So it's hard to know. Are they going to be better? Are they going to be worse? I don't know.
What if you were to pick a piece of the team? Which one is a bigger factor in its success? Right. I'm just going to give you a couple.
Okay.
Coaching.
You talk about this team this year,
Team this
our
year,
team
right
this
now.
year.
To say, let's say we go to
I
get
love
to
our
11-1.
I love our coaching.
To get
this
to
year.
11-1.
Okay.
What's more important?
Okay.
Coaching,
Okay.
wide receiver group,
Okay.
running back group, or the defense, or let's just say defensive line. Like, what is
Defensive line.
Defensive line's huge. Secondary is my biggest question mark. Is by far, because I really think every group is great, and they could be great. They struggled at times last year.
At times,
Yeah.
I bet you we could go back at times and check your text messages and see some pretty graphic instruction on how the secondary was doing last
year I was hacked.
Your group. You never.
And my
You're
Twitter
just announcing that now.
and my Threads account.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Those
Dude,
were all
dentists
hacked.
are a big target for hacking.
I actually thought the secondary got better last year as a whole, and then at the end of the season, they came in clutch a number of times.
Sure.
Yeah.
They performed
Interesting.
very well against Penn State.
I agree. Yeah, they had a big. Mark doesn't agree. They had
know. I don't really-
a few losses, but it was tough for us to cover that tight end, and then they had a deep throw, and that was it.
I remember they played really, really well against UNLV here in the championship game.
Yeah.
Like, really well. Like,
A couple guys. Well, anyway, good for BSU. It's a sign of respect that we're in the top 25. Especially, I think it's a big deal for a Group of 5 team to not have a playoff run and then not immediately have a rebuild year and lose 50 guys and then just say who the hell knows what's going to happen this year.
did we last week? It's only been like
Were you
7
here last
days.
week,
I was
Mark?
here last week, but it's, I'm not used to going every week again. But
Yeah.
did we talk about the fundraising at Tulane? Was that last week?
I don't know.
These are
If
maybe
you guys don't know what we're talking about, then we didn't.
Okay.
These are conversations you have with yourself at like 6 in the morning
probably.
when you're getting fired up.
Yeah,
reading
Ready
stuff.
for the day, looking in the mirror, talking Tulane recruiting. yeah.
I just know you fire off some hot texts in the morning. Like
Do I?
you're getting mad.
In the morning?
Well, sometimes like
Yeah.
you've read something. It's
possible.
And we're like, you're already thinking about this, Mark?
Possible. Yeah.
Okay, Tulane.
No, they had posted on their social media account that they had a record fundraising year. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Did you see
was
this?
it? What was
And
it?
there-
What would your guess be?
And there's
Like we made like 25, like we had like 25 million last year in donations or
Oh,
something
boy.
like that.
See, this could go either way
because
for
didn't
me.
somebody say if JD posted these numbers he'd be fired or
Yeah.
something like that? Yeah.
Oh, so it was
So
low?
it was low. It was like 3 point something. And Tulane is like their top 5 Group of 5 program.
So they're in New Orleans, right?
Yeah. I just thought that was
Large
interesting.
city.
It's like we are like that's our peer. You know what I mean?
Isn't
as far
Memphis
as a group
the
of
peer?
6. Yeah, Memphis, Tulane and Memphis are kind of the top teams in the AAC, right? They've been into they
So
were
are
in the what do they call it before the playoff? The New Year's 6 games twice at least.
Tulane.
No, they beat USC.
Yeah, they beat USC one year. Yeah, Tulane. They're the one that people have been talking about maybe coming to the Pac-12 with at Memphis potentially. I just thought that was fascinating. Like they were excited about $3 million. Like wow, that's below APSI. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm sure.
Wow.
Ay, that's getting.
And they're excited
bottom
about
barrel.
that. So that's just interesting.
Well,
to
good
me.
for them. I mean, it takes a lot of time to grow a program, right? I mean, you don't have as much time as you used to, but it takes some
For
time.
all those people out there betting, if Mark could go an episode without mentioning APSI, they just lost.
They lost. Hit the under.
We're at the 28-minute mark.
They lost.
Mark, why don't we just give you the time?
CFP news.
Why don't we just give you the time to vent on the CFP?
The CFP.
Yeah.
Big Ten.
Oh, okay. We're gonna drop.
Right?
Okay. No, I just think
no.
it's fine.
Oh, we're way down
We'll
there.
go Big Ten.
I thought it was the same thing.
I just thought
Well, maybe give some background as to what you're talking about, because there's a couple updates or announcements or rumors that were passed around this year.
So the latest, a few months ago, it came out that the Big Ten wanted to expand the playoff and guarantee the Big Ten and the SEC 4 each, then the ACC and the Big 12 2 each, and blah, blah, blah. now supposedly within the Big Ten, they're circulating ideas that they want to expand the playoff to 24 or 28. And that would give the Big Ten and the SEC 7 teams guaranteed each, the Big 12 5, ACC 5, the group of 6 2, and then 2 at-larges.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
And it was just, and someone tweet, and I actually thought this, but I didn't tweet it first. Someone, a national writer, said he really feels like they put this out there just because it's so bad and so ridiculous. And then people would say, okay, let's drop back and just accept the 4. Yeah. And then people were talking about the art of the deal.
Trump, yeah.
7 guaranteed teams.
You know what sucks about that?
What sucks?
I'll tell you a couple. Beyond the obvious, you know, it just ruins college football regular season. Because if you're the 7th team in the Big Ten, that could be Minnesota.
Yeah. Indiana.
It could be Indiana,
last
Illinois,
year,
whatever. And you're just saying they could have 3 or 4 losses, or the 7th team could be a
7-5.
7-5.
7-5.
And so you're like, it doesn't matter that they lose.
No.
And there was a time in college football where every loss was so devastating that it derailed your whole season, that every game was fascinating to watch and the drama was so intense. But when you move to this model, it turns into they could manage 3 losses and still make it in. That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Can I say I liked it?
You like the 28
Yes.
team?
Man, you're
I
just coming up.
liked it. I know. And
So that would go, 28.
Hold on, this isn't my controversial.
Did you vet our guest, Brandon?
I didn't bet him.
So I like it because the games that are fun are not Minnesota games, right? Like, yeah, they might make it in the conference to the college football playoff, but you never. When was the last time you watched one of those teams play? You watch Ohio State, Michigan, those teams because they're fun games to watch.
Because they're the only ones that they show.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Now, what is our ultimate goal? Like, my best case scenario from a fan standpoint is that we make it into the college football playoff and we host a game.
Ooh.
Like, going to the Fiesta Bowl was fantastic.
That's a good
but man,
point.
if we could get someone here, so this gives us a much better opportunity to get into the playoffs and host someone at Boise State. And, if we got 2 chances to get in other than 1 chance, I like that. But I think it's more like what Mark was saying, like they're just throwing it out there so that we can accept this 5+11.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad point.
So you're less concerned about what they do. And I mean,
You're looking at it from our perspective.
From us,
yeah,
you're saying.
From a
because
Boise State perspective.
If we can get in easier and, we kind of roll through our schedule, we're going to be higher ranked than, maybe a Michigan State, and then they have to come play us. Oh, dude, that's electric. That's awesome. That to me
this town is begging for that. Mm-hmm. I'm begging for them.
Oh yeah.
That would be the best. That would be the best single game experience in Boise State history.
Really, last year, the college football playoff was great, but the one big mistake that they made was going to the big bowl games in the quarterfinals, because Penn State should have had to come play us. And, Ohio State should have went to play Oregon in Eugene.
Yeah.
Because there was no benefit for us to be ranked higher than Penn State and for Oregon to be ranked higher than Ohio State. And so if they would have come here, that game, it was close enough where we were in it. But man, if it was here, that would have been
nuts.
Crazy.
Different story. Yeah.
Well, that's a good point.
That's
a really good point.
Added access and more teams and more play. It does change the regular season big time. Mm-hmm. Which I don't love that part of it. I like what Chris said about more access for us. What I hate the most is this idea that there's guaranteed numbers for each league.
Sure.
I mean, that's just ridiculous to say at the beginning of the year, just because this league has more money, that they deserve 7 teams. I mean, there might be years that they do. There might be years that they only deserve 4, but they get 7. Like, that's the part I hate, and even the part with the 4-4-2-2 whatever model. I mean, there's going to be years that the SEC should get more than 4. There's some years that it should just be. I mean, that's the part that really bugs me.
To your point,
it really bugs me.
To your point, they probably dominate the voting on the top 25, so they stack up to probably have 5 or 6 anyway. And last year they were
let it play out on the field.
Well, last year they were complaining so much. They're like, why is Boise State the home team against Penn State? and they're like, why isn't it just based on the ranking? Because Penn State was ranked higher than us. And so they were like, oh, we got to change that. We got to change that.
They did change that. Yeah.
Yeah, they did change that. So my point is just keep it like that and go off ranking. I'm sure the Big Ten will get 5 or 6 in. The SEC will get 6 or 7 in. They always do. There's always a 3 or 4 loss top 25 team in the SEC.
Yeah.
So you could just do it anyway.
Yeah, no, it's fine. And you want to make it a little bit bigger. I don't mind that. I just don't love the idea that you're just before the season starting telling us who's better than not. And that's the part that I hate the least. Or hate the most, I should say.
Hate the least.
Hate the least.
To Chris's point, man, I would do anything to have a home playoff game.
And they did
here.
say it. I think, what was it? I read that said that if it was 28, the first 2 rounds would be at the home.
Play them all.
It would be at the home stadiums.
Up to the semis.
That'll never happen.
Up to the semis.
That'll never happen. No, it wasn't up to the semis. It was up to the quarters.
Well, no, that's what I mean. They should.
Oh, they should.
Yeah,
I
that's what
agree.
they should do.
But just with the whole, the bowls, the 100 years of bowl history.
The opening round at least would be super nice, right? Obviously, if you could.
Well, that's what it is now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, they got that right, but
but we're never going to be ranked high enough.
No, I agree.
No, we won't.
Yeah.
Even if we run the table, I bet you we'd play.
What would we have? So let's rehash that out. This year, 12-team playoff. You'd have to be ranked. What would we have to be ranked to host a game? Top 8.
To be. Yeah.
We could.
4 teams
Dude,
get
I'm not
buys.
going to say
But
never.
there's so much politics right there.
Yeah, I know. No,
on
if
the
we went
bubble-
undefeated and beat Notre Dame.
How did we beat Notre Dame? By a lot or by a field
No
goal?
matter what.
It
Notre Dame
depends on
does
how good Notre Dame is. If Notre
Okay.
Dame goes 11-1 or 10-2 and we
we're-
go undefeated, I think we could be top 8.
They'd be ranked above
We
us.
were 9th. I don't
think
know,
they'd
man.
find a way to keep us out.
Probably. You're probably right. But let's say UNLV's 10-2. I mean, there's a couple other teams that rise up and are decent, right? I mean, it would have to be
Perfect storm. Perfect.
Kind of have to be a perfect storm.
You're
And
building
certainly undefeated. But I wouldn't say it's impossible.
Well, this is
and
the
that
only,
would be sweet.
This is the only year. Does it change? How much does it change in the upcoming years?
We don't know. It's this year is 12-team playoff. They don't know after that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's why this new format would make that more likely.
It would. It would make that more likely.
24 teams, 12 teams, 6 teams. I mean, how does that even work, right? I mean, there's a bye, a certain amount of
I can't remember.
buys.
There's a couple buys.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll see.
Well-
I think it's gonna. Ultimately, I think it's. We're gonna drop back to the 4-4, and they're gonna get their 4 guaranteed. I think that's what's gonna
Somebody
happen.
posted on Twitter, the anti-threads, and said, maturing is knowing that the BCS was better than the current system that they had. Do you feel that way?
It's been a long time.
The
since
BCS was the most corrupt, politically motivated bowl system.
Well, it used the AP and the coaches poll, which are like
But there was no way we were going to be BCS national champions.
right. We were
Right?
never going to get in the
Yeah,
top.
we were
2.
never going to.
No.
So this
'Cause
way,
there's computers.
There's a chance.
Okay, that's a good point.
right.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because the BCS was only like the top 2 played for the championship.
Yeah.
That was it.
I mean, looking back at the college football playoff last year as a whole, was it a success? Because I don't know if it was. Like, I mean, I loved playing Penn State, but
What was a failure about it?
well, so all the teams in the first round, all the home teams destroyed the away teams.
Okay.
And then,
All the teams that had buys lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And went down like at least 14-0 or something crazy like
Yeah.
that because they hadn't played for a month.
Yep.
Oregon's great, and then they got smoked.
Smoked.
Yeah.
And so it just didn't feel very organized or very fair. And so I don't know if watching Ohio State versus Notre Dame in the national championship, and just felt like it didn't feel like those were the 2 best teams, in my opinion. Like I think Texas and Oregon were the 2 best teams last year, and they didn't get a fair shot. I didn't think.
Yeah, and I'm not going to disagree with that, but that's a playoff. I mean, unless you're going to like the NBA, which is like best of 7, when the best teams are going to win over a 7-game series. I mean, the NFL playoffs, I mean, you get wildcard teams that get into the Super Bowl, and they're not necessarily the best team of the year. You get into a playoff, anyone can play.
True.
So I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but the setup was poor.
Yeah.
And I think that they did rectify that somewhat by the seating situation. I just, the whole idea that these kids play like 13, 14 games, and then they have to sit a whole month. That's the worst. It's like so stupid. And then they're playing into February. It's like, have a bye week. The NFL has a bye week. And then they're playing the playoffs. That's the biggest part for me is like, why are we taking a month off? That doesn't make any sense.
So there was a bye week in between the end of the championship week and the start of the quarterfinals, right? Last year.
It was more than a week. Boise State was off for
so there was championship weekend.
Yeah.
And then a week off for everybody.
Okay.
And then a week of play.
I think that's
And
something
then
like that.
Like New Year's Day was like 10 days later.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yes.
Okay.
It was too long. It's not as long as back in the, like when our first Fiesta Bowls was like a full month. Like when we played TCU, we literally changed our defense. Like we came out, remember that?
Yeah.
And like we had a totally new defense.
Yeah,
we had a month to practice.
Yeah.
It. So
Well, I just think it's part of the big separation. Mm-hmm. And so it's just like the steps of the big separation between the Power Four and the Group 5. At some point, they just cut us out and they're like, cry about it.
And that's why we got to do what we talked about last week is keep claw and scratch and try to get into whatever level that is.
Yeah.
So that's the ultimate goal, to get into a big conference, right? I'm assuming the Big 12 is the goal.
Or ACC.
Or ACC.
I thought about that.
I guess my question is there anything we can do this season that would help inch us
Win.
Get to playoff again. I think that's all we can do.
We have to
keep building.
Beat teams like Notre Dame. We have to get into the playoff. We have to
win a game.
Do well in the playoff and raise money. I mean,
that's a lot,
That's
dude.
a lot.
That's a lot of juggling. And keep players. And keep players and keep coaches.
Yeah.
But if you're one of those conferences, I mean, what's the main thing you're looking for when you're looking for new applicants?
Bro, I have no idea.
But we don't know anymore.
We don't know.
Now they're just taking money. They're not even
no, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because it's like if you bring in a good team and you're like, well, they're going to beat us up in conference. Do we want that?
True.
Right? It's another.
I don't think anyone will be worried that we're going to beat them up, though.
What if BSU had the money Memphis had when we approached them?
That's a good question.
Is Memphis big money?
They are big money.
FedEx, man.
FedEx. They have some.
Tell them how much they
don't
offered.
have any
Tell them
FedEx.
how
They
much.
basically offered like $250 million to
buy-in.
join Big
Buy
12.
themselves into.
And
They're
they
going
said
to
no.
guarantee, and they said no. Which is crazy.
Can we get some Micron money or
crazy.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
They're building
Micron
a
just
lot
got
of
that
money.
CHIPS Act. It was like $13 billion.
Dude.
Do a little carve out. Do a little USAID carve out.
Yeah.
USA.
Dude, Doge is gone. We can totally get away
we can
with
get
this.
away with it. We'll be fine. Dude, speaking of, did you see the largest financial donation to a college in football history?
Yeah. It's like 300 million.
Yeah.
$300 million
From one donor.
From one donor.
Who was that guy?
Let me look it up.
Who was
I
that
forget
guy?
the
Before, was it
exactly.
that Boone T. Pickens guy?
T. Boone
Pickens?
T. Boone Pickens.
That's Oklahoma State. Mm-hmm. And Oregon has been given who knows how much.
He gave a blank
Phil
check.
Knight just gave $2 billion to medical, like cancer research. So not the football program, but like this week, $2 billion. Wow. He's given a lot to the football program too. But yeah, $300 million. That's you can do a little bit with that, and they're already rebuilding a stadium right now.
So this is it's David G. Booth. Okay, I don't even know.
How do
Here
you
you
make
go.
his money?
He's best known for the founder and chairman of Dimensional Fund Advisors, a global investment firm managing $850 billion of assets. He's like a BlackRock, apparently. Booth is widely recognized for being dumb. Blue Booth is whatever.
Dumb.
Man, if that was me, my name, it would no longer be named Kansas. My name is everywhere.
The University of Chris.
Yeah,
Chris.
it is just everywhere.
At Kansas. Dude,
What would
University
you
of Chris
want?
at Kansas.
What would you want? Like, what would you want?
And my picture's everywhere.
Like,
it is
would you?
just,
That sounds like a dentist.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I'm vain
I don't
and
know
that's
what
a
I
lot of
would.
money.
I don't know what I would want. Like, what could a university give me?
Lifetime everything, best seats for everything,
Yeah, I'm
for
on
in
the field.
perpetuity for all my kids and forever, you know, the best access
tuition
everywhere,
forever.
tuition for my entire lineage after me. I would have to be everything they could throw at you.
After a while, Boise
sweet-
State would regret taking it.
You're like, this is like a buffet. I will win this. I will win this.
It would be like me at that golf course in St. George
Oh,
times
dude.
a lot.
Can you imagine that? Could you imagine being like a great great grandchild Booth walking into Kansas and be like, sit down, do whatever I tell you.
I'll take 2 of those.
Look what my great grandfather gave you,
Dude, that's what it would have to be though. 300.
Mark the golf cart.
Mark at the
I
golf
think Mark
course.
had 2 pairs of cargo shorts on. And just stuffed the pockets with Sour Patch Kids.
I'm still eating Sour
Dude,
Patch Kids from there,
the
dude.
poor workers at that snack shop.
Well, they're like, please tell him stop, and we're like, we can't.
The Dole pineapple machine is broken.
We're like, please stop. We want to go home. We're like,
It's like-
Did you fast?
Dude,
before?
all you can eat. I didn't know. I wasn't prepared. Otherwise, I would have really
it's like
prepped
at the
myself.
bar when they have to cut somebody off. They're like, sir,
no more.
no more.
Dude,
Mark's like got
all
Twinkies in his
inclusive
pocket.
golf resort, dude. It was amazing.
Well, it was good
It
food.
was amazing.
It was good food.
How was it that night?
Not as great that night, dude. I was feeling it. I wasn't prepared, physically
So,
or
mentally.
mentally
So
for the situation.
When you like, if you were to walk into a Costco and it was free, would you die?
Sample day?
I wouldn't make it out.
Would you just
I wouldn't
die?
make it out
Because
alive.
you couldn't stop yourself from eating everything in there. I guess I don't understand that.
That's fine.
Speaking of the card that Chris got,
Yeah.
Who's the maker of that card, by the way? Do we
This
know?
is Select.
Select?
did anybody see Jeanty's most recent highlight?
It was nice.
Yeah.
It looked a lot like, minus the 60 yards after.
That's what I was gonna say. That was the
know?
difference. Well, we'll play that. We'll like overlay it.
It's a big promise.
I'll do that.
All right.
I can do that.
Is Jackson going to do it?
Jackson hasn't showed up.
Jackson's off the payroll.
Jackson. He's gone. What happened to Jackson? Was
He's
it
been
me?
furloughed.
Was it me? Was it me?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
Thrashing, the verbal thrashing he was receiving was just too much for the kid.
It's
man.
just other
Did you see
interests.
The Biggest Loser videos on Netflix?
The documentary.
I haven't watched it
I'm in
yet.
episode 2.
Me too.
They're all
on
complaining that Julian and Bob were too hard on him, and that was me and Jackson.
Yeah.
Get on that treadmill, run till you throw up.
But
Like
he
just do-
accomplished what he did because of you.
exactly.
Yeah.
Without Brandon, Jackson wouldn't be the same that
no
he is.
Jackson.
Well, anyway, my thing is, man, it was super satisfying to see Jeanty just run somebody over and think he can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
this is a better showing, obviously, than game 1 against the Seahawks.
You know,
3
do
rushes.
anything.
Yeah, 3 rushes.
Rushes, -1 yards, and Threads was lighting him.
Threads.
He was a bust.
Chris, for those that may not be familiar with Threads,
I've never been on Threads.
There is no one that is not familiar with Instagram.
I've never been on Threads.
So I'm not
What
going
is
to
Threads?
get political, but the 7,500 people that X or Twitter fired, like most of them ended up on Facebook.
Oh,
And they
okay.
started their own Twitter, which is
okay.
Threads. And so you get on there.
You get it
it's-
through Instagram, right?
You get it through Instagram, and it's just a place where people go to share information.
Share ideas.
Fact check, get fact check.
We're always making fun of Threads. I don't.
Don't get on it. It's a sad place. To be. And so Jeanty, he went a negative.
Wait, really?
1 rushing yards.
Did you really see, were people mentioning Jeanty?
No,
on it?
there was posts about Jeanty and how he is absolutely a bust.
Oh, dang.
They're not playing like San Francisco School for the Blind
Yeah.
and all this stuff. They're playing the 49ers. And so it was nice to see him. And what was fun, so all I've heard about is at camp how fun this guy is. Everybody loves him.
Yeah.
And then when he ran over that guy and then he got tackled by the sideline, Max Crosby came over, ran and picked him up, from the sideline. And so, being a good running back is one thing, but being the running back that rejuvenates, it brings energy to the Raiders, which we went to a Raiders game last year and there were 80% of them were Chiefs fans there. No energy. Cypress Hill played at halftime, which was freaking awesome. But nobody
Cypress
cared.
Hill, baby.
what song? Anything?
Are we going to
Insane in the memory.
Oh, no way.
In the brain.
That was great. And by my seat, they were right next to my seat. It was awesome. My 12-year-old loved it. But but there was just no energy at that game at all. Yes.
This is what they... Dude, this is a good song, dude.
Oh, it was great. It was great. And, but like I said, there was Gardner Minshew was the quarterback and he kind of got hurt. And, because they were in that game, they could have beat the Chiefs, but now they've got this guy who the night before or 2 nights before when we played on Friday night against UNLV, that stadium was electric. And then you go to the Chiefs Raiders game and there was no energy at all. So to see that when him playing and his coach so excited, Geno Smith was super psyched. he's going to change the culture of.
What's the
that was
expectation of Ashton Jeanty this year?
I mean, I think definitely he's getting 1,000 yards. I mean, he's got a lot of pressure. He's the second highest paid running back in the league, like basically making exactly what Saquon Barkley's making, just a little bit less.
Who's the third? Is it Derrick Henry or like I wonder
Probably
what?
McCaffrey, maybe.
He's
That's
gotta be
a
up
good
there.
point.
And I'm talking guaranteed money, not yearly
Okay.
salary, because yearly salary, he's like 12th, tied
Okay.
with Derrick Henry.
But it was the signing bonus he got probably from the high draft pick.
The guaranteed money.
Yeah.
It's the
Signing
guaranteed
bonus,
money. And
yeah.
so he's got a lot of pressure, but man, he seems totally built to take that on. Like, I think he's going to be great.
I want to see multiple games of him busting, 200 yard, 150 yard games, like just big runs.
Remember when Ajayi did that?
yeah.
He did
so-
like back-to-back
Well,
200
Doug Martin
yards.
had a couple
Doug Martin.
200-yard games too.
Yeah,
Like, we've
you know
had-
who's
they
had a
just didn't stay.
resurgent?
Who's
Who's
that?
had a resurgent? McNichols
Well,
for
he's
the
just hung
Commanders.
around. He's just hanging around.
He's
Yeah.
still there.
He
Well,
was
how
hot on
about
my fantasy
Halani?
team.
How about George Halani?
So that was
He's had
big
two
on-
really good games.
That was big on Threads. Yeah. Seahawk
better than
fans
Jeanty?
saying Halani is the best running back from Boise State. Yep.
You know what? I never felt like
Will
the
he make
difference
the team?
between Halani and Jeanty was not 6th overall pick and undrafted. They were not that far
Well,
apart.
injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah, injuries was big, but I think we said that last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
But they were both. Dude, think about that backfield.
That was a sweet. I
they
was the
could've both
most
been-
excited about that last year of Avalos. I was like, dude, Holani. And then we had a few weapons I thought were really good. I'm like, Taylon Green, Holani, and Jeanty.
McAllister,
Yeah,
throw it to him
AMAC.
20 times.
That did not
Have him-
work
have him
out.
quit.
That did not work out. But man, that was a potent backfield, dude.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
Holani
yeah,
wouldn't have
big
gotten
time.
injured in like the first half of the Washington game,
Yeah,
but it was to be because Avalos got,
yeah.
and then Jeanty got injured, and then Avalos got cut.
Just
so.
think if we were slightly better and Avalos didn't get fired. That's a problem. This last year never would have happened.
You know what?
Never
I
would've happened.
I bet you if he was easier to get along with, he wouldn't have got fired.
Right?
Like if he wouldn't have fired a couple people there, or wouldn't have driven away Plow, or wouldn't have
He
driven
wouldn't
away
have fake fired Lou Major.
Yeah, Lou was like,
That was a quick.
Lou got fired and went to the unemployment office at Jeremiah Dickey's office. Like, yeah. Anyway,
Cutter doesn't stay if Avalos is there.
Yeah.
At all. Because I know, I mean, I got the feeling that he came back because he really loved Danielson.
yeah.
And I mean, that changed everything too. So, I mean,
Man, if Danielson would have gotten you wouldn't have hired Danielson over Avalos. Yeah,
No,
and
not
You
at
know,
that time,
you know
not
who
that
was
time.
the offensive coordinator in this year you're talking about? Washington, when we
Bush.
played Washington?
Your boy Bush.
Oh, dude,
Bush
I
Hampton,
forgot about
dude.
Bush.
Yeah.
I forgot about Bush.
You moved
How
on.
could you forget about Bush?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's a good point. How did he do at Kentucky last
Not
year?
good. They were not good.
they
And their
kind of started off okay, but their offense was never
Look,
great.
I don't know.
Oh, I'll look it up.
Yeah, they weren't good. Their
I-
offense was not good.
I thought
They weren't great.
honestly was thinking like about BSU's offense last year. How would you rate it? So this is like a side quest.
You mean the Jeanty? This
How would
past
you
year?
rate the coaching of it?
I don't know. I feel like we're going back and we're revising our because we loved Cutter. We're
Yes,
really praising
that's
Cutter.
true.
And now I feel like I personally am going back and saying, man, we were so vanilla. Man, we just ran it up the middle. And that is true. But at the time we were winning and we were winning well and we scored a ton of points, more points than we'd scored in a lot of years. My only complaint was the bowl game.
Yeah.
That we were outmanned and out everything and we needed to have some tricks.
To play
and whatnot.
off of that,
Go ahead.
it's like we didn't put in the prep to
We weren't ready. Yeah.
we weren't ready for that situation where they shut us down, and it was almost like we got shut down on the run game. He's like, well, crap, keep running.
Yeah.
UNLV first game, they shut us down.
They were good.
And Lauder and Madsen and our defense carried that game. And Jeanty did everything he
Well, he
could.
got hurt. He got hurt in that
Jeanty,
game.
yeah, Jeanty kind of got
Remember, he
hurt,
got that
right?
elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, if I think that should have been something for Cutter to look at and be like, we can shift away because our O-line is so beat up. We can shift away from really relying so much on Jeanty because I think Madsen could have handled it, but I think he wanted Jeanty to get that record so bad.
That's true.
which would have been awesome, but it didn't feel legit because
That's
it was
true.
just like, okay, we're going to feed him till we get
Well, and
it.
it was like 4 games more than Barry played.
Yeah.
I saw a stat online, and it was like Barry Standards averaged like 230 something a game. And Jeanty was great, but it was like 170 or
He
something.
had 4 300-yard games.
Yeah, it
And,
was.
Jeanty didn't have any.
It's probably right
didn't?
that he didn't.
He had 290
Georgia Southern?
something.
Yeah, it was like 260 something.
Okay.
But it's probably right that Jeanty doesn't hold that record. If we're being completely honest,
Do you remember my guy?
What
Bush?
guy? Yeah.
You don't.
I didn't remember him.
Yeah,
I did not remember him.
Blurred in your
Scoring offense, 119th nationally.
Kentucky last year.
Yeah.
It was a
Total
mess.
offense, 100th. Rushing, 82nd. Passing efficiency, 120th.
That's why you broke up with him. That's why you ditched him.
He got
Kentucky's... He did
got
get
paid.
paid, yeah. Kentucky's offense was among the lowest ranked in scoring and passing in the bottom quartile nationally. Woo!
Does he come back as a quarterback coach when Zach Hill moves on or whatever? Who knows?
Zach Hill. Zach Hill's the
Zach
guy
Hill is
coming-
our quarterback
quarterback
coach
coach.
now.
Oh, okay.
He's our quarterback coach.
I don't know. Anyway, I just thought about that because, it's that one's a back and forth so much. It's like, what did you want? You wanted scoring and you wanted, give the ball to Jeanty every play. Like that was the best way to score. And that's what he did.
Yeah.
And then the minute we couldn't do that, we were like, oh man, that's
Well, even the UNLV, the championship game, right? We won 21-7.
Didn't
we
score
were
in
up
the second
20. We
half,
didn't score in the
yeah.
second half. They bottled
That's
us up
true.
pretty good. Jeanty had that one big run at the end of the
that
first
was
half.
the game. That was the game.
And our defense is what won that game.
Yeah.
21 points is not a ton.
McCoy did really good that game.
We played really well.
You know
Really
what-
good defense.
you know what
They didn't
game-
have a quarterback. That was very good.
You know
last year.
what game was? You know what game was like an odd game for us statistically? San Diego State.
I don't even remember that game.
No.
We just passed. Like Mad Dog had
Did Jeanty
at home. Jeanty, they just cued in on Jeanty and
remember that
Mad
game.
Dog just had like a ton of passing yards.
Was that like the last game of the season or something?
No,
No.
nobody remembers that game.
I don't remember much about that game at all.
San
No, it was like
State.
middle
Are
of
you
the
sure?
year.
San Diego State? Did we play San Diego State last year?
Come
Look
on.
it up.
Come on.
Is this
You
when
know-
we played on that
oh.
crappy field? Is that
No, it was at
No,
home.
that was
We played
San Jose State.
I remember playing at San Diego State 2 years ago.
Brandon's like,
I'm
dude,
making stuff
dude,
up.
I hope we did not.
That would suck.
My favorite part about our offense last year
Okay.
was
Deflect.
Jeanty, his at yards per carry
Yeah.
when we started. And so it was 15 yards per carry.
Yeah.
But then every game it would go down until he ended up with like 5 yards per carry. So
I think he ended up
it
at like
was
7.5 or something, but
It was just
Yeah.
less impressive.
it was.
And so as soon as his yards per carry was going down so much,
You guys are idiots. You guys are idiots.
What?
I don't
Okay.
know what you're talking about.
Besides Chris, San Diego State 24, Boise State 56. Okay, box score. Mad Dog. Oh, where's the Boise State
This
side?
game is. I don't even
had
remember
300
this game.
yards, and Ashton Jeanty had 140.
Yeah, I don't even
Was
remember
that
that game.
Mad Dog's best game other than Penn
That
State?
was Mad Dog's
I
best
think that
game.
was like they had like
Caples
their
had 90,
third-
Camper had 50, Prince had.
They had like
I mean,
their third string quarterback in or something like that, right?
well, I just remember it was a lot of passing. Like Caples had there was.
Yeah.
Jeanty had 2 touchdowns, and then Mad Dog had 4 touchdowns. Like how often did that happen last year at all?
Well, it's going to have to happen more this year, I think.
Yeah.
I really do.
You're right.
Good job, Matt.
Yeah.
Good job, Brandon.
I
Why
never
don't you
doubted
shut
you.
I don't even remember that
Stupid
game.
faces. How about
I
that?
don't remember it either.
I really don't remember
That's
that game.
That's on me.
Really?
Yeah. A
yeah,
lot of those
I agree.
games I have vivid memories of. That one, I wonder if I was at.
Well, maybe it's
that was
because
the one I
Jeanty didn't have a lot of big plays that game. And it
You know
was
what
like,
that was? That was the one I think I wasn't there.
Oh, good for you.
was
Come
like
up
a
with
kick thing.
excuses,
All
Mark.
right. Well, good for you.
What's that?
Go on, man.
Way to
You're
go.
just coming up with excuses. Come on.
It's funny. I don't remember that.
What do you want to talk about?
Chris really, are we shifting gears to the next one? Because
think we need
Chris
to.
really wants to talk high school football.
Listen.
This is
you
not a
guys
joke.
sent out the
He's
notes.
legit. This is
No.
legit.
I just suggested it because I feel like Boise State with recruiting, because honestly, I feel like we're getting better recruits here in the Valley and in Idaho.
Yeah,
We are
So
absolutely the kids coming out of the Treasure Valley. There's how many 9 D1 kids that have
12.
committed?
12 D1.
from
From
Idaho.
Idaho, all
From
of
Idaho.
them.
That's more than I remember.
But they were all from the Valley. None. From,
Oh, really?
Like,
Really?
I didn't see any Highland or Coeur d'Alene kids. I mean,
Nobody
unless I'm
from
wrong.
Gooding.
Good for that's awesome.
No random Gooding or Burley kids.
I think that's awesome.
So the number one recruit in the state is a offensive tackle out of Fruitland, and he's a beast. He's been
What are
He's
his stats? Do you know?
He's like 6'4", like 285 or something. So he's not like crazy big, but I mean, he's got like 20 some commitment, offers to all Power 4 schools.
And us. We did go after him.
And we went after him.
Right.
And so I know like those type of guys are tough to get, but man,
He's committed to
Utah.
Really?
Yep.
And so we also, Utah also got a linebacker from Meridian High School. And so
Who actually flipped from Boise State to
really?
Utah. Yeah. He was committed to Boise
So
State.
see, Utah's going after them. And, and I don't know how many big schools other than that Fruitland kid are going after recruits from Boise or from the Treasure Valley. But, it's fun watching. We got 3 kids here in the Valley that are going to be playing. And it's also fun for high school football because we're seeing our schools play more out-of-state schools in the season. So Eagle High School is hosting Skyview out of Vancouver,
Washington.
And they were pretty good. And now Rigby is the number 1 team in the state, and they've got 2 running backs that are just. I mean, they showed up. Rocky was number 1 last year in the playoffs, and they just destroyed Rocky's number 1 defense, like killed them. And I mean, they're crazy to watch. And they're going to Provo and playing Orem and Provo back to back.
Wow.
And so it's fun to watch them, it's fun to watch Idaho schools compete against out-of-state schools.
Totally.
Well, I think it's cool that, because when we all grew up here, like it was very few and far between that there was D1 kids, scholarship D1 kids coming out of the Treasure Valley.
We
had the Donnie Hecks and the Blazers.
Jeb
and stuff.
Putz here?
A lot of those guys were walk-ons at Boise State, though.
Well, Jeb was a walk-on.
walk-on.
But as far as like out-of-state guys, it wasn't 9 guys a year, nowhere near that. And so I just think it's cool because it gives their teammates, it gives kids growing up and going to these schools like, oh, look at him doing it, and it becomes a cultural thing, and it's starting to build, which is awesome. I think it's super
and we're
cool.
starting to get these legacy recruits because Brecky from Owyhee, his dad played at Capital, went to Boise State, and so now he's signing with
committed,
Boise State.
yep.
And
Man.
so it's fun to watch.
Yeah. Well, that's how programs are built, right?
Yeah.
Like generational loyalty, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, and he committed to Boise State before his senior year, and he was getting offers from other places, but he gets offered Boise State. He's like, okay, I'm done. Like, this is where I'm going to go. So, I mean, that's fantastic. If we can just somehow get these, like that kid from Fruitland, the kid from Meridian, keep them, and I know it's hard with NIL and everything, but I'm super excited about this football season.
You're talking about high school?
High school. Mhm.
Yeah. Now, do you have a kid in high school? Because
my daughter goes to Hawaii.
Oh, it goes, okay. Yeah, I haven't really gotten into high school football at all, but now I have a kid in high school too, so I assume we'll probably start doing
We
more
need
of
to
that.
get one of our other friends, Brett, on here because I would be interested to keep up with it as the season goes. So if you were to look at it, who's the favorite? Rigby.
Rocky's supposed to be pretty good.
Rocky's going to be really good. They got some people transferred in. They lost their quarterback, which is huge, but so I don't know who's playing.
Who did they lose it to?
I think he just graduated.
Oh, okay.
I think. Don't quote me on that.
Well, sometimes you lose them, they transfer.
No. I think he was a senior. He transferred from Timberline before, but and so I don't know who's playing quarterback, but Rigby came out of nowhere, and you got Coeur d'Alene and Rigby and Highland that always are the wild cards.
Yeah.
But watching Eagle play Rocky and Mountain View and stuff
Will Centennial ever win again?
That's tough. They were big back in the late 90s, right? They were the school. Early 2000s still.
Totally. They were always in. And
Was that because HP?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it was West
growing
Boise.
area.
That was a growing area. I mean,
Rocky and Owyhee
Just-
and redrawing
destroy,
the boundaries
yeah.
killed them because
they're landlocked. Centennial's landlocked with older neighborhoods.
my
and
guess
stuff.
is Santana gets bumped down at some point.
Ooh.
Yeah,
is there numbers going down?
their numbers are going down, and they and I think same thing's going to happen with some of those like Bora and those schools. But
Dude, they haven't won since 2003 state championship Centennial,
That's 30.
and they haven't
they're
gotten
20-something.
close.
Yeah.
not even close. No, they are hardly. They struggle, and even to find a coach, it is very competitive when these Eagle gets a coach. They're going through interviews. There's 10 people interviewing them.
People want to.
They're begging Centennial to get a coach. Please, somebody coach them because it's you get paid that much more, and you have a huge job ahead of you to build this program. So I mean,
And
I
you're
don't know, maybe
fighting
shirts and skins.
Well, it's
What
tough
are you
too
saying,
with
Chris?
the transfer port,
Shirts and skins.
the transfer culture in high school
Yeah.
that we've talked about a little bit. Like with basketball a little bit as well, but I'm old school. I'm very old school. I wish it was like you lived in this district.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where you go to school. Period. End of story.
Is
That's where you
football
got to
pay
go.
to play now? Because like
high school?
Yeah.
Here in Idaho?
Well, no, I'm just saying
In other
like,
places.
I'm just saying the sport has become such that like you almost need to play it all year round and develop them from like
Good.
early middle school all the way through, even potentially reclass some specific guys to get them in that spot.
I think most kids, receivers, is it the Kaizen? Brett would know. We need to bring Brett on. But there's like this QB guru that trains all the local quarterbacks. Okay. There's the 7-on-7 stuff. If you're going to be a starting quarterback for a 6A school, I guarantee they're doing quarterback training. They're paying for quarterback training outside. Every single one of them.
Right.
And I think the receivers, me and my kid were just today, this afternoon over at one of the high schools kicking field goals because he wants to be a kicker. He's in 6th grade.
Has he talked to Brandon?
No, he should. We should get
online.
you there.
Dude, I've got a connection too with Brotzman.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Good. Because we were looking for someone to work with him. See, and
I did love it.
Look for someone to work with him, right?
There you go.
But anyways, I'm there at the high school. It's early afternoon on Sunday, and there's 2 quarterbacks and 8 receivers, like for over an hour, running routes on each other. Like, I don't know. Did you guys do that back then? Like that intense? There wasn't a coach there, but it was like intense. I was impressed by those kids.
And I was really good.
And they were in great shape. You were
Number 89, right?
Chris played receiver.
80, what was your number? 89? Dude, I got it.
They still
Tight
talk
end?
good.
Tight end?
Every time, no, receiver. Every time
Okay.
Donnie Hick would score a touchdown, I'd run up and give a high five, get on the knees.
You know the dumb thing about our years of playing football? The shoulder pads for receivers and cornerbacks
too
were.
big.
I was always like, I always bump my weight up at 10 pounds because I want the bigger pads.
You wanted the bigger pads.
Well, that was the thing at the
Now
time.
kids want
you're
those small pads.
bigger.
So-
now you want the smallest seat
Yes.
because you have good movement.
My
Yes.
son played in the Jamboree. They actually had to take him out of the game because his pads weren't adequate enough on his legs.
Yeah.
Like they're getting so that they're almost no pads.
pads.
So I didn't play football. How do pads? Are they position specific?
So I'm just gonna say back in the day.
Are they
I'm
now?
sure-
Like, does
yeah,
the
I'm
receivers
sure.
have different pads and alignment?
Yeah.
They gotta
Right.
be small. 'cause,
Right.
I mean,
So are they
you wanna
built
move.
different or just a smaller size?
They're built different.
They're built different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they have because they have the hinges that hint differently.
The wide receivers are wearing just like spandex now.
They pretty much are.
With no knee
Yeah.
pad.
Knee pad.
No
Yeah.
knee pad or
Yeah.
even thigh pads.
It's
So
like
the
a
big
very
small.
change for me are the cleats because my 12-year-old has Jordan 11 cleats.
Sweet.
They are so awesome. I bought myself a pair.
Hey,
My wife
have you
was so
worn them?
mad. I'm out there throwing
Where?
in bombs in my backyard.
Stable
And I've got
footing.
UNC Jordan 11 cleats.
Stable
And,
footing.
Dude, I am out there. I'm like
You're
doing
looking
5-step
good.
drops. My dog's running at me.
That's like
Donnie
dodges.
Heck's probably running up to give you a high five.
Dude, I walk around.
feel good.
in my front yard. I'm like pulling weeds and stuff. I'm wearing my cleats. I mean, the cleat game is so like these guys have so much gear.
Yeah,
now.
that's true.
That's way different.
Football
I
helmets
went to,
not cheap. Football helmets are not cheap.
No.
Well, in Optimus, you can't get your own.
You
So
can get your
next
own
year-
for this league. My kid's playing this like.
How old is he?
He's going into 6th grade, but they have like a club.
Is it rare?
He's playing with Rare. He's on that
rare.
team.
Okay, so that's different.
So we can bring our own. And my wife was like, hey, if we're allowing him to play tackle football, we are getting the best. And as soon as she heard that they had helmets that were part of the fee, but that there is better helmets out there, you know where we were. We were at Shields the next day.
Oh, Shields.
$450 for the top,
Yeah,
Can
you're
you
dropping a lot.
resell those? Can you resell?
Yeah,
them?
I mean, it'll last him through middle school.
Oh, okay.
And, but anyways, they're not, I had no idea.
So
For a kicker, did you get him like the face?
He's not just a kicker. He's not just a kicker
just the
in
one
6th
bar.
grade.
see, that's the attitude. Just a kicker. That's the attitude I got all the time, dude.
Only, he's not
No,
only a
I'm
kicker.
telling you, I got
In
that
fact-
a lot. I hated that.
Yeah.
All I know is next week's. I'm going straight to the comment section for this episode.
When back in the day, I got moved up my freshman year to kick. Me and my brother kind of fought about it back in the day.
Okay.
A little bit. I don't know if you remember that. Anyway,
You were a freshman too.
I was
You
a
got moved up
freshman.
to kick.
The kid that was kicking broke his foot by kicking the ground.
Ouch. Whoops.
He kicked the ground. He broke his foot. So they're like, "Hey, we need a kicker." So I was a decent freshman kicker.
Yeah.
Did he
so
do it
they-
on purpose, like a self?
He what he did was he put
Inflicted wound.
in high school. You can use a
Block.
block.
Yeah.
It was like a 2-inch block for field goals, and he's like, I want to practice without a block, and then he kicked the ground, broke his foot.
And that's why people talk that way to kickers.
Yeah, and that reinforces the stereotype because what happens is all the football players are out there practicing, having a tough day, and the kicker walks up and he's like, I broke my foot. I broke my foot, kicked the ground. So anyway, I got moved up and I actually had a decent game, and then we were going to play I think it was Bora or Boise or Capital, and we were playing on BSU's stadium, and it was AstroTurf. And I had to go to Garth's Sports over by the mall.
Gart Sports.
Gart Sports.
Gart Sports.
Okay.
I remember Gart Sports.
And my mom's like, well, what shoes doing? I'm like, I don't know. I can't wear cleats. So we got old lineman AstroTurf shoes.
You're kicking
I had these like big ankle forces. I'm kicking it. And I was like, I don't know. Big shoulder pads, no
basketball
decals.
shoes.
Full
I should
face
just wear
mask helmet.
full face mask helmet.
Oh,
I made a good tackle that game, though. I made a good tackle that game. Our kickoff team sucked, and I freaking tackled some guy. Anyway, side note. Well, let's keep up on high school. I keep thinking there's a huge demand for high school. I enjoy it. I enjoy.
Dude, the
watching
thing
it.
about covering high school is a lot to cover, right?
It is.
There's a
to
lot.
cover. It is a
A
lot
lot
to cover.
of games.
Lots
a
of
lot
divisions.
teams.
Because we didn't even cover like BK and, Valley View, all those schools.
Well, maybe we'll just try to have a section on high school.
Small
Just
segment.
update.
Small segment.
Worth
Oh,
covering.
a segment. I have a segment.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I thought we were almost done.
I have a segment that I want to run by past
Let's do
you
it.
guys.
Let's do it.
I need to set up a video for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we pausing or are we just filling
Let's
time?
just try,
Marking,
let's try to go into it. Yeah, we're at 111.
111. We're going to go into it?
Yeah, go into it.
Ready?
See, before you start this, I may have to replay this re-explain it. What we're going to do is we're going to do a blind ranking. All three of you guys are going to kind of rank them either on your own or combined.
Do I need
blind
to
ranking?
Okay.
Essentially what that means is I'm going to give you some games. You won't know what games come after, but you have to rank these 1 through 5. 1 is the highest, 5 is the lowest. Okay.
Okay.
And so we're going to do a blind ranking, and I'm hopeful that we can hear the audio because it's a big part of this. But what we're going to do is we're going to rank the 5 lowest points in Boise State football history,
five?
excluding the Nevada game.
Okay.
Okay.
Excluding the Nevada game.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to give you some options. Write them down.
Okay.
Talk amongst
Is
yourselves.
number 1 the lowest or is number 5?
Number 1's the lowest.
The worst.
And number 5 is like, it was low, but it wasn't the
Okay.
lowest.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Got it.
So I'm going to have some games here. And if I can run the show on this one,
Yep.
that would be great.
Nope.
Nope. Not going to run the show. Oh,
Yeah. Here you go.
okay. Man, I hope that.
Button there.
What'd you say?
Top
Oh,
play
yep.
button.
Yep.
There
Yep.
you
Yep.
go.
Can
There you
we
go.
hear
it's
it?
playing. I don't think we'll be able to hear it, but we'll see.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah. Just play it.
I can play it on my phone.
Just play it. Do we need sound?
I kind of want sound. Do you mind?
Play it on the phone. No, let's do it.
I can
Yeah,
play it
go
on the
for
phone.
Yeah.
I think I know where this is going and I don't like it.
I know what you're doing, and I don't like it.
Let me log in. So, Matt, we'll just have to cut some of this here.
I remember watching this game.
Are we still on right now?
Yeah. Well, we're going to cut this.
Okay.
Do you guys often edit?
We almost never
of this.
cut anything.
Yeah, we almost never cut, really.
Like twice.
Brandon's making this harder for me.
Sorry.
I feel like the audios get out a lot. To
So
this.
we're going to be able to see this? I can't see it though.
Final game of the regular.
Hold on. Let's see if I can match this up.
Air Force
There we go.
football final game of the regular
As the Air Force Falcons take on the Boise State Broncos at Senior Day.
So this is the first game we can give you. Air Force versus Boise State, 2016.
Got it.
You guys remember this game at all?
But
Yeah.
set it
we
up.
go.
What was our record going into it and stuff?
Well, you'll see. But this was the third season in a row that something we lose.
Right.
We lose this game.
The goal line stand, is this it?
Yeah, that's where we're going to go into
Yeah.
it. So as you're watching,
Air Force says so long to 32 seniors.
2016.
4 years. 8:50 left. Air Force 27. Boise State 20. Ripping shotgun.
you guys remember this drive?
Horrible combo. Look at the white and black helmets. Looks horrible.
This is literally the only offense we had.
Yeah.
We scored right before this.
Was that Cedric Wilson?
Yeah.
Right sideline.
I think,
Open. Spurbeck makes the catch.
I was going to say Spurbeck, because Miller got hurt that game.
But that was the year before.
4 plays in a row, right up the middle.
And it was always left.
He didn't get in. The ball pops loose. Air Force falls on it. And the Falcons stop Boise State on 4th and goal. And that will do it.
That was rough.
They just
That
wanted
was
him more.
rough.
That was the 3rd straight season that Air Force beat Boise State. We were undefeated going into that game.
And we couldn't get in 4 times from
4
inside
times.
the
That
2
was
or something like
McNichols,
that.
right?
That was McNichols. Yeah.
Well, that was
Spurbeck.
I'm going to put that
Rippin',
at 4.
but
Rippin'.
McNichols.
yeah.
How would you rank that?
So,
That at 4.
so there's not, okay. I thought we were comparing it against the other
No,
ones.
blind
I'll
ranking.
say right now.
Oh, okay.
Chris has it at 4.
think
That was
once
a low
Once
moment.
you use
Sure.
4, you don't get to use 4 again.
Here's why I thought this
okay.
game sucked. We were undefeated going into. I think we were ranked. I forget if we were ranked, but
If we were
3rd
undefeated,
season
we
in
were
a row, horrible offense. This was the time where we were starting to turn on Harsin.
Yes.
And we're like, we can't beat the triple offense teams.
Yeah.
And then we go
Triple
in
option.
triple option. Excuse me.
You're good.
We go in and it's 4 times
Yeah. That was
within
bad.
the 4-yard line. 4
bad.
times. We couldn't do anything. And at the end of the game, their safety, Steelhammer or something, came up and said, we didn't care if they were, we sold out on the middle.
Yeah.
We just sold out on the middle. And they were like, if they would have run to the outside, they would have got it.
Yeah.
And it's like, what were we doing? We couldn't come up with any type of play. Anyway, that's why I remember this game as one that hurt.
I'm going to go with a 3. I'll probably
3?
go with a 3. I don't know what else is on the list. That's hard to do. But
I'll go.
It was pretty bad.
I'll go
It
5.
sucked for sure.
It sucked.
But there's going to be other ones that are worse, but that was bad.
Okay, you guys have them all written. Mark, write down your ones that you got.
Okay, I
So
got
Chris
it.
has 4,
I got
Matt,
3.
you have 5, and Mark, you have 3. So 3,
Yeah.
4, 5.
Okay.
All right.
Do it. The Falcons knock off.
I do remember thinking this was tight.
For
What's
3.
Can you name this game?
This is worse. This is worse. I can't believe this.
This was
Almost a safety. Bachmeier. Look at some of these passes on Bachmeier. I don't think their receivers had any chance of catching
look
it.
at this punt, man.
Oh, no, it's going to be a return, right?
Dude,
They returned like 2 punts.
Yes. Look, it's the 3rd quarter.
He catches the 48.
Wow, what a punt. Jeez.
Dude, how many punts did JFR give up touchdowns in his career? At least 3.
Yeah, this 3.
Look at this.
What was our
It's 4th quarter.
We weren't ranked. This was-
27 to
We were
10.
like 2-1 or 3-1. No, it was early.
27 to 10.
That was bad.
I'm going to say number.
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
No, this is therapeutic. This is good.
Look at Bachmeier, dude.
And UTEP
He just
gets the football.
he looks.
Okay, don't show
Oh
us the next
no!
one.
Wait, don't show
See,
the
my
next one.
question is, why are we going to UTEP to play UTEP? Why are we doing this?
We did home and home, right?
Yeah, it was a
Why
whole
are we doing that? That's like
Well, it opens us up for that.
27-10. They killed us, dude.
I'm like that.
Dude,
that,
Tim,
that was low.
Hey,
Wait,
Tim Plow got
Tim
fired
Plow
after that
caught a
game.
raw deal,
Yes.
man.
So I'm gonna put
He
that
did not deserve that.
Yeah, he did.
Dude, well, so that
gonna go
was
with the
that
2.
Bachmeier's first year? Did we beat Florida State? and
No,
then we
no,
beat-
that was his.
No.
Didn't he transfer after that
Yes.
game?
Right?
That was
Yes.
his last.
Yes.
That was his
Yes.
last year at
So
Boise
that
State.
was where his mom had enough on Twitter.
Yeah.
She should have been on Threads.
Should have gone to Threads. She would have been. She would have found a home there. That was low.
I'm gonna
That
put
was
that.
a
I'm
low.
gonna put that at 3.
I'm gonna go with a
actually.
2 there.
I'm going 2 with that one. That
was
one is
low.
Dude,
That
it
was
was the
2.
bottom of the program.
No, that could have
Yeah.
been the death of Boise
That
State.
might have
could've
been
been.
1. That might be 1, but I'm going to go
could've been the
2.
death
Just,
of
I'm
Boise
changing it
State.
to 1.
okay,
Oh,
that's
wow.
probably solid.
That's
Now, you
probably
gotta leave
premature,
one
but
open.
It was rock. It was as close to rock bottom as I can think off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Because we were questioning everything
Yeah.
after that game, like everything. Are we ever going to get ranked? Like everything was on the table. It was bad.
Dude, Caples was around for that, and he's still here.
Half those guys were on the team that went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
They had a big turnaround.
Good turnaround.
All right.
What do we
You
got?
got a number? You got numbers?
Yeah.
What is this?
What's this music?
Z.
Look at these throws, dude. I didn't realize how bad they were. Like, look at some of these throws.
Wasn't he high? He was high.
So
right?
this one, look at this replay right here. Ready? You go from the quarterback's view and you think, how did you even throw this? Like, what? What?
To Nane.
This is gonna be good. Hold on, we got a shot. We're down 14.
Juke move.
All the players at this point are giving up.
Brad Lau.
Brad
Lau's kid's on our team.
Look at this throw.
Oh man.
Well, then
This is
Zabranski took himself out.
Dude,
He took himself out.
he and Bachmeyer.
I know one of the games is going to be coming up after watching this game.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna put this as 5, just for the music.
Yeah, 5.
It's a little
I
cloudy.
think
We didn't. No one expected
look.
anything.
Yeah,
we were
exactly.
well. That's not
Don't look.
exactly
Don't
right
look.
because I'm not looking.
So, where did we end up that year?
Don't look.
We actually had a good year. We went and then lost to Oregon State. We started the year 0-2.
0-2, yes.
And then we had a fine year. It was just
put
it was
that
the
as-
year before. Was that the
Well,
year
we-
before the Fiesta Bowl?
Yeah, it was the year before the Fiesta Bowl. That was Hawkins last year,
Yeah.
and we just come off the
Yes.
Louisville
We
win.
had come off.
Louisville loss.
We had
Loss.
some momentum, so that was
a
a
4 for
crusher.
me.
But I'm going with a 5.
I just remember we got there, we played that game, and we thought we could win, and then that happened, and we're like, okay, we still got work to do. It wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh, the death of our program, like Utah.
No,
But it was
Yeah.
the first big game we'd played.
Oh yeah, no, it was embarrassing for sure.
It was embarrassing, but I'm going with
All right,
5.
All right. All right, we got to catch up here because
Who is this?
Hold, please. Wait just 1 second.
Short motion.
What team is this? Okay, TCU.
Whoa, we're off.
Wait, which TCU game is this? This is Kellamore.
Yeah.
String tail TCU territory.
This is number 1 for me.
Drew Wright. Oh, the
That's
fumble.
the lowest point.
All we
other than
needed to
that,
do was
TCU.
not fumble.
Dude, just take a knee.
Yeah, I don't know
Just
about.
take a
I don't know if
knee.
they could have taken a knee, but oh.
2:26
but
left.
Fumbling is the worst thing they could do.
And then Dan
Oh,
Goodale.
don't stop it. Is Virginia next?
Dan Goodale pushed it. Pushed to the right.
That was bad.
Oh, no.
No, Virginia's not on
A little
this
slow
list.
with the pause.
Sorry. That's, what do you think?
Well,
That's number 1.
Look at this. We were in TCU territory when he fumbled that. They had to go almost 80 yards to score. They did.
They did.
We came back and had a 39-yard field. I thought it was
It's not
longer.
impossible.
no, and at home. Well, I already took UTEP needs to be 1 on this. I'm already saying it right now. But since that 1's gone, I'm going to have to go with since 2's whatever. I'm going 1, but I think the UTEP is the 1.
Can I?
Going back to TCU though, I remember when he was set up for that field goal. Nobody I was sitting around had any faith that he was going to.
Because we had a
No.
bad run of field
goals.
goal misses at that point in time.
Wait, who's been our best kicker ever? Montgomery?
Montgomery is solid.
He never
He
missed.
made a pressure one.
I mean, you go back, right?
What's our most clutch kick ever made?
Fresina made one to win the Las Vegas Bowl against Washington. It was like a chip shot though. It was like a 25-yarder.
That's not a gimme.
He made it though. We haven't. Montgomery made that one to at San Jose, but it was a chip shot too. Have we made like a long kick to win a game?
Win a game. I only remember losses,
I remember a lot of misses.
and I focus on them.
And you just. Can I say one last thing about that TCU fumble, which you're right?
Yeah.
That moment, that fumble, marked the downfall of Boise, the downslide of Boise State. That marked the end of the magic period.
Well, do you remember?
Not necessarily.
Let me explain.
Okay.
We played Utah that year for bowl game. Okay. Peterson, I think, hung around for another year or two. Harsin came back. We went to the Fiesta Bowl. We lost 2 games that year, though. I'm saying the end of the magic period.
The golden era.
The golden era from like 06 to that fumble. I feel like that fumble was the singular event that like marked the downslide until last year.
Well, what about Harsin's Fiesta
It's
Bowl?
actually not.
I thought it was a good year, but we snuck our way into the Fiesta Bowl. We played Arizona. And it was like,
Arizona. I mean, they were good.
And it was a good
but-
game. We played a good game, but it wasn't like magic. That game was as close to the magic as we had gotten because we had a couple awesome plays and we won at the end and we did
hold on.
Statue of Liberty.
We go. This was This was the year. Okay.
Are you talking about
Like
TCU?
Yeah, I got it.
TCU was leaving the Mountain West, and so we were going to TCU, and then they rearranged the schedule after TCU
to bring them to us.
to have them come to us, and it just was the perfect
It broke
situation because both of our running backs were injured, and then Drew Wright, God bless him,
Bless his soul.
fumbled that ball.
Can
If
I
was
just
him,
say
I'd think about it
two
every
other
day.
things? It broke a 67 home win game streak
yes,
and
we
a
had the streak.
35 conference win game streak.
We had a huge
I said that. Yeah.
No? Yeah.
because it used to be we were unbeatable on the blue, and it's not
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
anymore. But it was
That was
then,
the
and
start of that.
Why did he miss that field goal? Why? Did he ever say?
He was young, right? He didn't have that much experience.
Well, he was just, I mean,
was a
Brodsman
big
took
one.
everyone for 4 years and then Goodell came in and he just, man, you as a kicker just.
Yeah.
All right.
Tough.
All right.
Last
What's
one.
this game?
Well, we'll tell you. Let's see. Hold on.
Oh, the safety dance. The safety dance. You don't remember this?
Well, come on. I'm
remember
sorry.
this.
Oh, it's over.
Josh Allen.
College
Really? We
football.
lost to Josh Allen?
Yeah. We bought him. This is our only loss to Wyoming.
Was this a bad win?
We were 13.
Undefeated at number 13, Boise State and Wyoming.
They were second. How are they second?
Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen.
What year is this?
That's actually 2016 as well.
Conway in motion. Allen rolls.
This is a 2-point conversion to tie it in the fourth.
It's tied. It's Malhart's.
And then I think we went back and forth a little bit and got a chance in the fourth. Yeah, it was a minute 32, so we got the ball back.
And here's watch the dance. Rip. Get rid of it, Rip. Oh.
Ball's loose. It's out of the end zone. That's going to be a safety unless it's a forward pass.
Definitely not a forward pass. There it is.
Ruling yes.
Good memory. Yeah.
Well, what do I have left? I have a 4 left.
I mean,
We were ranked
that's
13th.
two,
We were
but-
undefeated, ranked 13th. I mean, that was a big loss. I don't remember thinking like this is a program rock bottom moment. It sucked because we had never lost to Wyoming before, and we were ranked, and it sucked.
Blind ranking.
It's
I
I'd
do
put
this too.
UTEP above that, but
Yeah.
Where do you got Wyoming number 2?
Well, I have to have them at 4 at this point, which I actually feel pretty good on my list. I would just have UTEP number 1 and TCU number 2.
oh man, TCU. That was because I remember I was in
Change it
dental school. I
back to-
flew home for that.
What do you want to do? Change it to?
That was rough.
Are you talking UTEP or are you talking Wyoming?
TCU. That was the worst.
I remember watching this Wyoming game actually in Utah. It was my grandfather's funeral. We were there.
That was the last video, though.
That was
Yeah, that was last
Okay.
video.
Yeah. Sorry, were there only
Did you want?
I
more
was
options?
just
You're
thinking.
expecting
No.
more?
I was just
Virginia.
thinking. It wasn't
Virginia
like,
would have been a good one.
It wasn't program ending, or like a super low point, but just seeing all the turnovers with Zabransky, the Utah State game.
Oh yeah, the 7 turnovers in the first half.
I think that was 2014.
That was
that
Rippin. Rippin was playing. I know that.
No, so it wasn't
No.
2014. It was maybe
It was 15
2016.
or 16.
Did they
2016
go up
sucked.
like 50 on us in the first?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Not in
had
the
6
first- we had
turnovers.
7 turnovers in the first half. I think one more in the
Second.
Like the first
And
drive
first
of the
drive,
third
yeah.
And
quarter.
you kept thinking we're Boise State. We're going to
Yeah.
figure this out,
Yeah.
and no.
And they were
And it was
very
at
good.
Utah State.
At Utah
They were
State.
having a pretty good year.
I don't think they were having a great year. I
We
think
made
it
them look
was-
pretty good.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was one of those years, but it was bad.
So what do you think about your list?
At New Mexico beating
Mexico
us
at home.
Yeah,
that
that
was
sucked.
pretty. And it was like we lost to Air Force and New Mexico on consecutive weekends. That was a low point.
And triple option 2 weekends in a row.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
I like my list. UTEP, I'd put it number 2 for sure. That sucked.
Yeah, UTEP, TCU.
That was fun.
What was your listing?
Well, I don't know what I did. I skipped one.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I was a little cheating, but I had UTEP at number 1, which I'm good with. Wyoming and TCU were the ones, the 2 and 3. and then Georgia 4, Air Force 5.
We could all agree that the number one worst moment after a loss was the Nevada game,
By
right?
far.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep for a week.
Okay, then what would you put as two through 6?
I think TCU's too.
TCU's 2.
I think UTEP and then TCU, personally.
And then from there, just kind of depending on
I
the
think
game.
it's different because like the perspective, right? Because Brandon was talking about Magic and TCU was like an end to Magic.
We didn't know it at the time, but
right.
yeah.
But we still had the Magic. At UTEP, we were like, we don't have any Magic and we can't beat UTEP.
I
No,
think
it was bad. It was rock. I would say that UTEP was rock bottom as a program.
Yeah.
And like questioning everything.
What are we doing?
That's what that was.
You know, the fall though is basically from TCU to UTEP.
Yeah.
Because we were ranked 5th and we never got back up that high again.
Yeah.
so it
Still haven't.
Yeah, so I'm saying it went from TCU down to UTEP where it's like we were lost. We were lost.
win a
Lost with the
Bowl.
Fiesta Bowl in there.
Well, I'm
Lost.
just saying at the UTEP game, we were basically lost. We didn't have an identity. We had nothing at that point. And so it's
Right.
like we'd lost everything at that point.
Yeah.
Almost.
Amazing bounce back.
Yeah, that's true.
We're back in it. Like,
Credit to
but
Danielson.
there was some lost time in there that we could have taken advantage to get into a major conference.
Oh yeah. Let's not talk about that again.
You know what I was
Just focus on that.
you know what I was considering putting in? An interview from APSI. Just to see if you guys would like
That
take
would
it
have
as a
been
number
1
one.
through 5.
1 through 5. Yeah, it was a lot of missed opportunity. Anyway, I just was curious on what you guys would blind rank a few of those things. I'd like to do those a couple
good.
more times, but
So
We're at the
week 0 starts this week. So there are football games this week before we talk next time, just as an FYI.
Who's playing like Ireland game?
There's some decent games. A couple Mountain West teams play. I know that. I know Fresno plays at Kansas. I remember that one.
This week?
This week. This is week 0. This
Wow.
week. We got college football this week. And then we're
exciting.
next Thursday.
next Thursday.
About
Thanks
this
for
one.
having me,
3:30.
guys.
That's the weirdest thing.
Yeah. All right. blocked
Hopefully you
off the
learned
schedule.
something.
hey, you did great.
Yeah. Thanks,
thanks.
Chris.
Thanks for
Chris,
joining.
thanks for joining us.
You're welcome. Appreciate having me.
Apologize to JD for having to bump him, but we'll catch up with him
Get him
next
on
time.
next time.
You'll understand.
He'll understand. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for watching and listening. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next week.
Strong with the sun in our soul. Hot takes, cool laughs, let the good times roll.